Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Welcome to Red Along Live. Welcome to the ride. As you guys come and go ahead and share the thing right now. Oh boy, we got so much to talk about. We have so much to talk about. So little time. Wow, Mosquito Man, how you doing? I see you guys. As you come and go ahead and share the thing. New developments. Extra, read all about it. This just came in just mere seconds ago before we came on air. Just got a statement, a press release by the new National Party, and we're going to read it and see what's contained in the press release. It's a whole set of things going on. And also we got Mr.Killa. Mr.Killa is here with us, guys, as our guest, doing so much things. And you also know that Mr.Killa is very opinionated, and he's here to share some of his opinion on what he thinks about the current construct of things now. And he also has a number of things, toy drive. Mr.Killa always doing a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about all of the stuff, everything here, guys. Wow. But breaking news. I think I should have like a breaking news, like a drum or something like that, because we've been following this story yesterday, guys, in reference to the accusation that was made by the Prime Minister of Grenada on the former administration. There was a number of allegations, and we followed it yesterday. We had a big story on it. As I said, just moments ago, before we came on live, the new National Party released a statement, and we're going to get to that. Wow. I didn't even get a chance to honest to God truth, I haven't gotten a chance to go through the statement yet. I don't know what's contained in the statement. I don't know what was said in the statement. But we're gonna get to it, and we're gonna discuss it as well. Wow. Woo. How you guys doing? Everybody shared? Let me share here as well, guys, because I don't want people to get mad at me because I ain't share, I ain't tag them. And you don't want people to get mad at you because you ain't tag them either, right? You don't want to get mad. You don't want people to get mad at you because you ain't tag them on the program. You know how that could get. So let me do that right now. Wow. Lord of mercy. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Let me share. Let me share this a couple times. Ah, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. I am so scared for this place, guys. I am. Anyway, let's bring on my guest. Before we talk about the breaking stories that just came through my wire. Let's welcome on the ride, Mr. Killa. How you doing, my brother? Hold on, you muted.
Blessed love, and greetings, brother.
How you doing, man? Listen,
Blessed love and greetings.
Killa, listen, it's always a pleasure having you on, It's always a pleasure. We get so deep in conversation sometimes. Oh, what's us past and we still talking,
True.
It's a vibe, Killa. It's a vibe. And you came in at a time. I mean, we scheduled this program not knowing that we would have had a breaking news this hour, but we do, and we have to touch on it. But it's gonna be it's the kind of times that we're going through. But every day is something. Every day is something, Killa.
Yeah.
So how you doing? How you been?
I'm all right. I think maybe a tiny bit tired, but I'm good. As a warrior, so I'm gonna keep on fighting. Most
What?
definitely. A lot of amazing things is happening, Junior. A lot of amazing things. I think there is gates and worlds opening up. You know, for my career as an artist. Not just as a soca artist or a Grenadian artist, but I think as a Caribbean and now international artist.
Yeah.
And also creating that vibe and that bridge between genres of music at the moment. Um, I think I'm about to just set another piece of history. We're gonna definitely talk about that just now. I mean, I've been setting some history, what I mean, and it's always a
Let
pleasure.
me, let me show this video here because I saw this and I was like, yo, I am so freaking proud of Mr. Killa. Let me show the video and we'll talk about it. This is Mr. Killa featured on Fox 5, guys. Check this out.
What's up, Crystal Young? You know. I do know. I found him so genuine, so easygoing, kind of soft-spoken, very, very different from the way he is on stage. He has so much energy, but overall, just a really good, positive vibe. Take a look. Known for his high energy performances, Mr. Killa is considered the reigning king of soca music. You could say he starts the party and finishes it. So I was surprised to meet an easygoing, laid-back guy who's considered the unofficial ambassador of his island of Grenada, aka the Spice Island. At only 11 miles wide and 21 miles long, Grenada is tiny but packs a big punch.
One Grenadian nutmeg is the equivalent to 3 Indonesian nutmegs in its potency. So does the cocoa and stuff like that. So there is so much to see. And let's not talk about the beach.
Let's talk about the beach.
3 miles long, Granans Beach, white sand, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, almond trees, living in its glory.
All right.
It's extremely beautiful.
Musically, Grenada produces a pretty unique sound.
We have a sound called jab music, which is a subgenre of soca, but it is filled with African rhythm and vibe and energy. Garfield Blackman started with the soca in the early 70s. Soca really started to grow into its fullness, not too long ago. I jumped on the soca train, and that would be like 21 years ago.
Okay.
And
all right. Well, you were fully on the train.
Yeah.
Okay. You have gone to the radio stations. I like it. You jumped on the train.
Yeah,
All right.
really young. I jumped on the soca train, and that was it. Soca showed me so much love, and I think I developed a urge to make sure that I stamp my name, with soca music.
And put a stamp on it. He has. Videos of his live performances often go viral, like this recent one where he performed his hit Real Mashup. Fans are invited on stage, and you get the feeling anything can happen.
just come in as an artist that just sing a soca song. I wanted to perform soca. I wanted to have an expression that is different. You know what I mean? So I took performance to the next level.
Mr. Killa's breakout hit was Roly Poly, a song that he says was embraced worldwide.
Tell them you're well-being, you smelling nice. Tell them you're healthy, that's why you're wrong and nice. I love them fat girl cause they thick and warm. Boy, a fat girl to shelter me from the storm. Boy, when Roly Poly come on, it's like the crowd will change.
Okay.
It's like the big girls who just, you see them coming, they're just shit. And this woman walked up to me with tears in her eyes. That is when the first time I really realized how powerful the song was.
Mr. Killa is working on new music that will be genre bending and blending.
I have a lot of songs that is going to be crossed with dancehall. Definitely going to cross with my brothers in that.
Guys, we are aware that the audio was kind of low, but all you get the vibe of it. Mr. Killa, listen, as somebody say, you raise the nose. You raise the nose. Proud. After seeing this thing, I mean, you put not only Grenada, I think you put the Caribbean there on the map because people don't understand the power and the reach of Fox, you know. That's a magnificent look. That's a good look, Mr. Killa. Big up.
Well, actually, Fox is one of the most powerful media platforms in the world. You know what I mean? Literally. So, representing my island on there, and I mean not representing myself because a lot of the times people just feel like you're representing yourself, but it's we need to start understanding the value in those things now. When I get the call to do Fox, I literally felt like this is a moment to showcase not just me, but to plug in Grenada. You see?
Right.
And that is exactly what I did. I mean, there was more in the interview, but when you do an interview, they're gonna scale down and take the juice out of it and stuff. And one of the things that I said to them, I said, I am not the only soca artist. For who out there do not know soca music or what soca music is, go Google soca music, go on YouTube, find a soca artist that you love and just show them love, because it's time for us to realize that he have more than enough for us to share, you know what I mean, and stop this thing about fight and this one this and this one that. And I think that is why my success continuously growing, Junior, because I don't sit down and pay attention to the fight and the run down this and run down that. My dream is just to take the flag and I mean stick it on the cloud,
Right. Yeah. And listen, you have been doing that. And I let me tell you, man, I'm proud. Proud when you went into Trinidad. You international soca monarch came back with a crown, and you're lifting up windows always.
That's what we do, John said. History.
Nice.
So, and then we have another piece of history that we are about to set. Well, I think it's already set. You know what I mean? I will be the first I think soca artist to to be nominated, first Grenadian also to be nominated in the Afrima Awards, which is the Afrobeat Grammy Awards, which takes place on the 19th. You know what I mean? So guys, make sure you go out there and vote. And it's so amazing that I could not be nominated through soca. I had to be nominated under reggae and dancehall because soca is not even yet a genre. So to break that barrier is just so amazing, brother. That the viral videos, the energy, the performance, is just so amazing that it travels throughout Africa. I didn't know that. I get called in a meeting. The Africans do so, call me in a meeting. I get in the meeting, and then it's phone calls after phone call, and they say, "Yo, Killa, I'm your biggest fan out of Nigeria," and this and that. And I like to myself, but yeah, I don't get to see that. I don't get to feel that because I'm just traveling on this journey, not paying attention to sometimes how popular I am as an artist and as a performer, where you have some of the top Afrobeat artists sitting down together to watch my performance.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it was an eye opener, and it's an amazing achievement, I think, to be in this position to actually head out to the Afro Awards and not just nominated, Junior. They make sure that Mr. Killa has to perform
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
their Prima Awards. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Grenada again, the flag, you know what I mean? The flag getting another fly.
That's right, man. And by extension, the whole Caribbean. But Killa, I mean,
Of course.
you keep yourself so busy because you're always performing, you're always on the road. I don't know how you get to do this, but it seems like every time there is some kind of social news or social whatever happening within the Caribbean region, whether it be Grenada, Trinidad, or whatever, you always keep on the beat of things. You're always opinionated. You're always coming out and speaking out strongly. Not only when you're on the microphone on stage, you use your voice to make social changes, right?
Sure.
And there are so much things that's happening in the Caribbean region, in the world right now. We have what happening in Ukraine with Russia. We have what happened. We had the whole pandemic thing, and what's happening now in Grenada in particular. A shocker, and I'm sure that you were following this thing. I'm sure that you heard about the allegation that was waged against the former administration. In case you didn't, let me play back a clip of it so we get everybody up to speed. Those are
I
one of the allegations.
I definitely heard.
Right, right. Let me just play back a piece of it to get everyone up to speed, and we'll check it out on the other side.
A gentleman of Polish origin applied apparently to be made ambassador at large on behalf of the citizens of Grenada. That gentleman was told, and it appears that the cabinet, the then cabinet, agreed to appoint the gentleman as ambassador at large. He was told that in order to do so, he needed to pay US $290,000 to the state of Grenada. $150,000 was paid to the state of Grenada, and there's a treasury receipt for it. Another $140,000 was paid to the new National Party South St. George office. Let me repeat that. $140,000 was paid, and this is in June of 2022, right before the elections. $140,000 paid to the new National Party South St. George office.
Yeah, so that was a statement that was made by the Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, in a town hall meeting where that was one of the allegations that was waged against it. Killa, what's your initial reaction when you heard this or when you're hearing these type of allegations?
Well, first and foremost, I would then calculate, you know, the person that the prime minister is, and the prime minister is not just, you know, hasn't been the regular worker. He is a attorney at law. So to stand firm and to utter those words that you will classify as allegations have to come from somewhere strong. You know, that is the first thought I had. And I say to myself, after allegations like that, there's supposed to be some sort of defense. Before that, there would be some sort of investigation that would lead up to this allegations, as you would call it. You know what I mean? Those strong statements, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say this. I think in most governments, especially in the Caribbean, there are corruption lying around.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
there are bits of corruption that you would find, you know, within the stock.
Pockets of corruption.
Yes, you'll find in the pockets of corruption and stuff like this. Now, I like information. And a lot of the times in our society, we do not we jump very quick, and we do not sometimes take the time to look into things, or to wait, or to have patience to see what will be the outcome. And I think that is where my mind is at the moment, because when the Honorable Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell stated that there also was a non-profit organization, that received a 6 point something million dollars
Yes.
during the pandemic over the last 2 years. And that was a time when I had a serious problem with the administration before. And you know that. I mean, I had shows upon shows and fighting. And that will be very painful for me to accept as a Grenadian citizen, and a matter of fact, as the type of citizen that I am. I know, as a man growing up, I realize lately how valuable we are as people. So I have to understand what my value is as a citizen of Grenada.
Yes.
I add value to the country. I bring value to my community. I bring value to my family, and that in itself is a powerful place to stand. And we are supposed to understand our power in our country, where we from, where we stand every day. In the pandemic, it's 286 families we fed, we provided food for.
Yeah.
My pocket was being empty. I call upon government leader, community
Ministers.
leaders, government ministers for
Mhm.
help and assistance and stuff like that, and none of that wasn't given. You see, during the pandemic, up to this day, George, do you know that I am still paying young people out of my pocket? So I work and I contribute a portion of my money that I make. Anybody who wants to investigate that could travel to go off anytime, any day in the week. And there is young people working inside here that I pay out of my pocket.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that is me as an artist, as a single citizen, contributing back to my community or back to my young people. You see? So if you as a government, I reach out, you reach for help, how we can actually help. And we as citizens dipping in our pocket and fighting to help the neighbor. And you would take a non-profit organization and vacuum, not sucking, but vacuum $6 million. That is brutal. So there is some part of me would hope that after final investigation or in some sort of defense, that there could be some sort of reasoning for the use of those monies, because it will burn me that I as one citizen been reaching out, not getting any assistance. You understand? They might give me a yes here, and they call me in a meeting here, and they so maybe I might hush or something, but no real help. Even me as an artist, and I've been speaking this not now but long. And when is this going to stop? I as a cultural ambassador to my island, I have not get called into a meeting and say, yo, how could we help the country, or what more can we do? What assistance, you understand what I'm saying, the young people could get around you, whatever it is, help me help you. You understand? Because I ain't begging you for money. I already using some of my own money. So it's just the mindset that cripples me in my thoughts sometimes. It is brutal to think that those things are complete truth, because I cannot say that the Prime Minister is lying, and I could only wait to see what the results of all of the allegations would be. You understand? And trust me, it wouldn't be a nice thing to to accept, Junior.
Why
In this kind of hard, how the old people are saying, this kind of hard coconia style. It's not your pocket alone. You understand what I'm saying?
While we're speaking here, I have to just put this up on the screen. We just got this press release that came in from the Faith Organization for People's Development, and they plan to take legal action against the government of Grenada. This just came in hot off the press, and it's a long document. We're going to post it off there. But the faith organization, guys, in this press release that was just sent out to us just mere seconds ago, is saying that the faith organization, which is the Faith Organization for People's Development, taking legal action against the government of Grenada, and we are going to follow that.
And I see that they are stating that the allegations are not true, and they don't know where those information has been, that kind of information has been found. Now, as I say, we have to then calculate the type of person that our present prime minister is, and he as a former, because I don't think he could practice now, but as a former attorney at law, plus an attorney that has won many cases against the government.
Yeah.
So I don't think he has ever lost a case against the government. So whatever allegations is happening has to have some sort of substance, and I am just sitting here waiting to see what the results would be, because I cannot jump on we can jump on nobody's chest, but we have to stick the truth.
Yes, I agree.
Because in this time, brother, there is so much young people wants the opportunity. The same thing with farming. This morning I wake up 6 o'clock. We went on the farm again. I have young people farming with me. I am paying them from their pocket. I have young people here working in the station and in the office here, and I'm paying them from my pocket, brother. Because Grenada is in a tough place. Things hard. So even the things that we do in here, for it to start up and really roll over, you understand, is a problem. So it seems like food has been going in some baskets that we don't know of, that we don't see. So if
and you made a very valid point, because I remember that during that pandemic period, when you were doing all these baskets and handing it out to people, taking money from your own pockets, no one elected you. You know what I mean? No one elected you to be in the position that you are. The financial contribution that you are making is from your personal pocket.
Brother, let me tell you this. There is a little shop in the back street, not too far from this building here. There is a lady called Miss Valda. She watched me grow. And Valda will take a little $100 from a friend somewhere, a little $100 here. Somebody, there's a lady called Miss Glenda in the States. She will do so and send a $500. However, and that is the only help we got.
Yes.
From a couple concerned citizens. That's the only help we got. After that, Valda would take grocery from her shop, brother, and we will put together and do all that we had to do. Brother, you have people today, I give somebody money for medication. Last week before I travel, you understand? And that is not no joke. Last week before I travel, I opened an account for a young lady here in Guave. You understand what I'm saying? Just so she could actually get lumber and stuff like that to bill for her children, because they don't have what they need.
Yes.
I can't do it, Judge. It don't matter what people say. I don't know how to live in my community, and this is what drives me. I want to be able to be successful, because when I did that, I left and she did not know that I do it. I left and I forgot that I did it. And a week later, she called me. She said, Killa, I know I did talk to you, and I know, Ray, thing. So anything yet? I say, oh shit. I do so and dig in my bag and show her a receipt that I paid for it.
Right.
And it's not that I'm talking about a start an account with $150, and I started with $500. You understand? Out of my pocket, Judge. And this is the honest God truth. You see? And I forget that I did that, because I did it from heart. And she said, I show it. She said, okay, and put on the phone and maybe bust in tears. That is the kind of that drives me. Right. That makes me feel good. You understand what I'm saying? So in the government, it's supposed to be the same way, whereby you supposed to be when a child, of your nation succeeds. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Whether it's in common entrance, whether it's in football, whether it's in basketball, whether it's another Kirani James, you understand what I'm saying? Whether it's another Wasways, whether it's another Mr.Killa, another whatever it is, another Lavaman, whether is any of those things, you see, whether is in coding, development, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be proud. You understand? And you're supposed to be fast in the action to also help. So if that is not happening, and you see people that be talking about things like the Imani program or whatever it is, no, those things have some dread psychological
Mm-hmm.
problems that follows them.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when I first started this, George, it's close to $280,000 I spent for my pocket, and I am telling you, this is the honest God truth. I gave a small business to a young team
Mm-hmm.
for day to run because I be here on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I realized, well, things thinking, I decided I will support it so I could give them the opportunity in time to build. Judge, I said, but no, but I give them the opportunity. And then I realized that I paid to learn because this was like me paying to go in university.
Yes, true.
You know what I learned? I learned that in my island, Grenada, which is very sad, that is not just about creating opportunities. Our problem is also education, because there is a lot of young people that you will give opportunities and they do not know what to do with it.
True. Preach it.
You understand what I'm saying? And they cannot make those opportunities manifest into the successful dream that they might dream, or the wishful thoughts that they might have.
Yes.
You understand? So there is an education problem when come to customer service, when come to milking opportunities, and all of those things like that. I realize that is a problem.
Entrepreneurship.
Exactly. George, when I do so and I start to support the business, you know what I heard on the street? Oh, Killa don't want to pay. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, and so I decided to support you. They cannot even calculate that person do not have to do that. He is supporting them. You understand what I'm saying? So in their mind, that is not enough.
Right.
Because automatically they feel that they are entitled.
Do you think
without working? Without working. And that was not all of them, but a vast majority.
Right.
You see? And it's hard to have this conversation, but I have to say these things so people can understand one of the problems that we have, because I pay to learn that. That is not just about opportunity, but the managerial skills that is necessary for young people on this island is very bad. It's very bad, George. And you have programs that will pay young people while they're home. So they will go in and they will take it and stuff like that. When really and truly, I don't think the whole program or the idea is bad, but they have to have better management and a demanding type of culture that will then demand a certain type of mindset to be exerted from these young people.
Yes. Yes. Do you think that program like the Imani program kind of in somehow keep young people from really progressing into their full potential, in a sense, keeping their mind poor instead of accelerating their minds?
George, I will think that in a big way. So that is just exactly what I explained. As I was saying, the program in completion, in its entirety, is not completely bad.
Right.
You see? But if you have a program like that, there's supposed to be a certain type of demand that you develop certain types of skills, behavior, mindset, and all of that by a certain time frame. You see? So you're not just sitting down home collecting money.
Right.
You see, you're not just home sitting down collecting money. No. You see, because automatically then you make them become dependent. There was a young guy. Well, about two of them. I
Mm-hmm.
used to go outside. Sometimes I sit down in the stand in the crossroad by me, and I would talk to them. Sometime in the evening, 20 something of them just lying, smoking, thing, chilling, and I would talk to them and have certain mind conversation. It's all about application. One, how do you apply your mind? You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Saying will determine where do you go. The application of one man mind determine his downfall or his uprising, right? So it's all about how do you apply that mind? How do you see things? Perception changes the face of every situation. So I would have deep conversation and they would be like, yo, bro, I never see it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I never see it like that. And a couple of them start to pull themselves together. One of these young men went to a class, developed some skills, and started to work.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And when he started to work, he started getting like a pay and thing. So he started to clean up himself and thing. One Friday evening, I was walking out the road and close to the block where a couple of his friends sitting down. When they saw him, they said, "Hey, what you seeing, boy? Give me a 20 now, boy. Give me a 20 now, boy." They sit down, drinking and smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And the youth man that start working, they say, "Give me a 20 now, boy." He say, "But I don't know money, boy." Hear what one turn and say. He say, "Boy, you lie, boy. Today's payday, boy. You get paid today, boy. You get paid today." And telling the next one, "Yeah, yeah, he, boy, you a lie, but don't read he, boy." And start cussing him
Right.
for he $20.
Mm-hmm.
They literally behave like they are entitled
Yes. Yes. That entitlement. Yeah. Yeah.
to receive from you
Yeah. That walking your ass up.
what they did not work for, brother.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that has to be, that is like almost like functioning as a rat.
Yeah.
You just waiting for somebody to put down cheese.
Uh-huh.
There is no value within yourself as a man to say, because I shame to beg
Right.
unless I really hungry. You see, when I
Mhm.
was younger, I couldn't go home with a ball.
Mm-hmm.
If I go home with a basketball or football or whatever it is, my mother asks, "Who is that for?" And I have to bring it back.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Until you could have your own. So those type of principle, I think like we almost out of that phase, brother.
No, but
Where there are people that will literally wait on you. And listen to this, when they see you progressing, now in our community again, there is a certain level of jealousy. There is a certain level of hate that start growing simply because you and them have the same dreams or wishes.
yeah.
But you made the decision to wake up and have the mindset that would push and give, say, 80%,
Mm-hmm.
of your time and your energy into what you want to do. And they only give 5 and they only give 10 because they choose to sit down, smoke, drink, whatever it is. And now they are mad at you for your own success.
Mm-hmm. But Killa is a societal thing, because it's a kind of sender barrel mentality. Sender barrel mentality. And also, as we well know, in the Caribbean region, a lot of government benefit from keeping the population uneducated, and dependable on government,
Well, that is what exactly we are saying. A certain level of entitlement and dependency. That entitlement is literally called dependency.
Yeah.
Because a child, think about it. A child, 3 children living in a house, right? They have to go to school. They have to eat. Now, the parents, if that child come and say, "But mom, my bag look good, I need a bag," they start crying because they have to depend on their parents.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the thing is, brother, that is the same mentality that the young people, a lot of the young people still has. but it's not to their parents. It's to now the government.
Yeah.
And then it's the government and doing this and this and that. And the government sometimes does not even realize what they are doing to themselves because it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
That your hungry dog is going to eat you.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So those things,
some administration scared to properly educate the population, because if they do, and people start to read and understand the dotishness that the politicians are telling them, they go vote again.
Then they would understand that they don't need to depend on the government.
Exactly.
You see? And they would also understand that the government is working for them. You understand what I'm saying? They would also understand that the government job, the same thing. So people that say, oh, you're blaming the government, and they believe there are some things that you just have to blame the government for. Why? A snake does not move forward without its head. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
You don't think without your head. So the same way, children in a house, you have the father in the house, the father and the mother, they are responsible. If that father or that mother never comes home, how much days you will see the children going to school?
True.
They will sleep late and they will go and play.
Yeah.
Automatically, then they will end up dunce. Right? And then later on in life, it's a fight for survival. Unless one of them really do seek out their talent that they have and seek that. You understand? By natural hunger for it. You see? So it's the same thing as a country. Who leads the country is the government.
Yeah.
Because when the foreign investors coming in, it's not me and you making that decision, brother.
True.
You understand? When the hotel have to bill, it's not me and you making that decision, brother. Is when I have to give China or whoever it is access into my country or to take money from them. Is not me and you making that decision, brother. So when there is something happening in the country, when there is a lack of something, because the government have the opportunity also to invest into education. You see, better schools, better curriculum, better education system, and not school alone. That is education.
True.
What about the public speaking? What about the programs, the radio programs? What about the investment into those things? What about the investment into people as myself that can go into schools and to show children where I come from? But I do it on my own.
Yeah.
You see? I do it on my own, George. When I came home the other day, some weeks ago, I went and I do Western Hall Secondary. They called me to ask me a question on the phone. I said I would rather come in to speak with the students. And it was the woman said, for real? I said, yeah, that's what I do. And I went in there and I had a beautiful and so much things I understand. Because you see, school teaches you the basics.
Yeah.
But life teaches you the rest.
You're right.
So life skills is very important for us in our community, brother. And it is not being taught properly and it's not being invested in. And again, in the pandemic, I get 8 acres of land. The 8 acres of land, I do so out of my pocket. I do so fix the wall, fix road, I ask for some material. I didn't get that. So I say, all right, let me just go. You understand? Minister tell me, let me look and see what happened after. Right? So I just go, I just fix. I pay for it, I do it myself. And then I start to bring young people that wants to do. They say young people don't want to farm. That is a lie. There is a young guy right before Perseverance, like a road going up there, right? That rears goats and stuff like that. For years, this youth man been fighting, trying very hard, rearing goats, going the lot. I never see a young fella could like goats so. He been rearing goats and sheep and stuff like that. And them dogs from lower down just come in and just killing. He goes. I don't know how he taking that. You understand? And he will go to the ministry. He will go and ask for help. He will go take, and there is no help. And then you would say that young people don't want to farm. That's a lie. I have young people working on a farm right now, planting every single day.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just to create the right opportunity for them. That's a lie. There is young people that wants to go in the land.
Yeah.
And I could prove that to you. So during the pandemic, I say, how can I team up? Use my face. If the young people see a Mr. Killa farming, right? And I could show them that this could actually make them a living. Why not use me? And you have me free to use. I spend my money. No collaboration, no interest.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Listen,
So,
guys, if you just start watching, yeah, this is right along line with speaking with Mr. Killa, a host of things that's happening in our society that we're talking about, but we're also giving you guys an opportunity to chime in on any part of it that you want to at the moment. The phone number that you could call is 718-701-5720. And Killa touched on a couple of things, which I think is virtually very, very important. The fact that people like yourself and myself who have the experience, who had life experiences. I remember I'll show you a clip right now. Just a couple of days ago, I was in Grenada, and I had to go into that's me at my old school in SAS, and it was such a joy to speak to the kids about entrepreneurship and how they could start building their business. A lot of them was interested in doing business online. A lot of them wanted to find how they could make money on social media, how they could monetize themselves. So it's people like yourself and myself and people who have the willingness to do, right? But a lot of times, Killa, when you look at politicians, and I want to navigate back to that a bit, because a lot of politicians get into politics for the wrong reason, not to help the community, or not to help the kids, or to bring money back into the communities. Instead, a lot of them are thinking of how they could enrich themselves, how they could enrich their own pockets, their own personal interests. And that's when you see a breakdown, when you're not having people with the mindset of wanting to help the community. You have to love people. You have to love people. And the only time they say they love people, the only time they kiss babies, the only time they make cook-ups is when election time come. And after that, they don't kiss no more, baby. They don't coming by you. They don't cooking nothing.
true.
You have to figure it out.
And this is something that needs to go out of style. We need to find the real people who really cares about community, and not just themselves and their families or their friends. You see, 110,000 people. We're not supposed to have babies hungry here. It takes a community to still grow a child.
Yes.
We're not supposed to have homes, you understand, with people who are suffering
True.
from starvation and stuff like that in a country of 110,000 people.
True.
You understand what I'm saying, brother? So we have to stop that. And that's what I'm saying. If we have that kind of things happening, that level of poverty yet still exists. And I only found out that during the pandemic. I literally break down and cry a couple of times when I go to older people homes and stuff like that. I literally burst in tears, brother. When I realize that the level of, but you see now we poor proud. So there's a lot of people out there that has problems, and they would not reach out to somebody because they don't want nobody to know what's going on with them. Right. So I get those calls all the time. I get those messages all the time. They don't want nobody to know what's happening to them because they have taught us to be very poor proud. But there is 3 keys in life. And some people might be looking at me right now, and I want you to remember this. There is 3 keys in life. You function in the 3 realms of the human existence. You are physical, you're mental, you're spiritual. When you come into this world, there is 3 keys that takes you into success. Seek, knock, and ask. You see? So when you hide, a lot of the times you never come out of that hole. So sometimes you have to be brave and kill that pride, and you seek, you knock, and you ask. You understand? Sometimes there's only so much I could do.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why, George, in about 5 days from now, the new website from a foundation, HMF Foundation, will launch. Right? We're gonna talk about the Christmas drive just now.
Killa, before hold on. I want to get extensively into it, but before we get into it, I have a caller on the line. He'll be holding for a little bit. Let me bring that in, and we'll talk about that. Caller, you're live from a long distance number. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Junior, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Junior, I just want to...
Hold on, caller. One second.
Hold
on one second. Hold on. If you have me on speaker, take me off a speaker because it's sounding muffled.
All right, Junior. You hear me clearly?
It's a little bit better. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Junior, Mr. Killa just touched a very profound point right there about people saying that young people are not interested in farming, and I'm very happy that he touched that.
Yes.
I have a friend who got some acres of land from his grandfather and decided that he wanted to plant soursop. He went to the Ministry of Agriculture for help. In order for him to get the help, they tell him that he has to join, right, with someone else in order to get the help, right? And that guy was so distorted that he was like, okay, it's better I sell the land because the people who are supposed to give him the help, as a young man who's looking to farm and is not giving him the help, just give him the very discourage him, you know? And I had to tell him, look, man, you're gonna find a way to do this. Don't give up on it. You know, and right now he's harvesting what he, what he the source that he planted right now. It's so fruitful for him, but he had to do it on his own. He got no help from the Ministry of Agriculture. So I'm happy that Mr. Killa touched that point. And it's something that the ministry needs to look into.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So some people have and want to do it, but they're just not getting even just that nudge. Or even
Brother,
just
I am telling you, there is some young people that I know. And as I tell you, I found out a lot of those things during the pandemic. There is some young people, brother, that wakes up every morning with me right now. If I am not here, somebody drive them. I will send and drop them to the land every morning.
Right.
Yeah. And I pay them every week. You hear me?
Right.
And what they want to do, they are, them and excited. We go get that done and this go happen and that go there. So what do you think about? Let me do some falls. I don't even tell them what to do right now.
Right.
They want to do it. It's just a little support. And Junior, between me and you, the things that I want to do, sometimes it's tough for me and things like that does even hold me back.
Right.
You understand? Because I also have some massive dreams. And there's a lot of huge things happening for me. There is gates opening and I am investing in myself. I'm not signed to a label. You understand? I have no funding from nobody. So I work hard. You understand? And I put that development into myself and still how I can help my community.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And if the government could only sometimes just listen, sometimes it's not even money. It might be some plants.
Yeah.
It might be a pump. It might be some hose. You understand what I'm saying? There is funding coming in also from big big funders.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Different organizations that have funding and all of those things. Sometimes $33 million is allocated. I remember when the $33 million came in. 33 are allocated for funds and new starters and all of those things for funds. Do some programs. Let those people come and sit down. Send investigators to see what they're doing. Help them write those things. You understand? Get some money and help them. Some of them don't even want the money. They just want, you understand, the opportunity.
But you
see what I'm saying?
Like I said, a mine is a terrible thing to waste. I sometimes think that the best thing that you could do for some people is give them a good advice. Let's marinate on that for a bit. We got a caller on the line. Caller, live, where you calling us from?
Hi, good night, Junior. Good night, Mr. Killa. I'm calling from Grenada.
Good night.
Hold on, do me a favor, Grenada. Turn your background down a bit. It's kind of giving us a terrible feedback.
Okay, hold a moment.
No problem. In the meantime, guys, you're watching Right Along Live, and it's a good conversation when we could have this type of, you know, we could have this kind of meeting, you know. Caller, you back?
Hello? Yes, I'm back.
Okay, go ahead, caller. Yes.
So, just to make my point, along with Mr. Killa, and I've been saying that since before the pandemic. The money program is not a bad program. I think it deals a lot with poor management, because one of the things that also kills young people is that you get to go to the program. Yes, you have the opportunity to go there. Even while being there, the people in there are going to pull you down. So even as a young adult trying to build, the older heads also pull you down as that individual. And I also made the point in terms of farming. You're going to get people to do a CVQ, do a NVQ, all of that to get into farming. But then to get the help to actually start off, the government themselves, they don't even help you. And they're being like, okay, they want to eliminate the young adults from coming off the block.
Mm-hmm.
If I am a young adult, $100 within a week, 2 weeks, why would I month? This gives me no encouragement as an adult getting into the program of the Imani. So where does it go from there?
Right.
It has to go back to the drawing board, because I myself lover, but getting into agriculture as a young person, coming from the Imani program, you literally see no help. You seem hopeless because there is no push for you even when you're seeking the help. That's just my point. Have a good night.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Killa, caller on point. Everybody on point.
Thanks for that contribution. Junior, let me say this. What we are saying here is not that you have to go to some sort of university to understand this. This is some simple basic. I see you had a statement up there where we are importing sweet potatoes and breadfruit from West St. Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
So before I left after the pandemic, one of the times when I was traveling up on the farm, this guy brought some sweet potato slips for me, but he ended up resting it down in one of the little drains that we cut by the cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he stayed it and started to spread. Junior, I can show you pictures with how much sweet potato, you understand, we pulled from the farm. You see? And we did not even get to plant it properly. So you telling me that Grenada don't have enough land to plant sweet potato to supply our 110,000 people? Think about it. Simple things like that, my brother. So it painful. It painful now. As I was a boy one time, but now I grow into a man and start understanding responsibilities.
True.
Junior.
True.
And to see how much young people we are losing. Look at that. The last time I had a live with you, I had to kill my pride and share tears, Junior, because it's sad.
Yeah.
And I don't understand if you if you're in minister, whoever you are in that position, don't you feel that for you to be a minister, you're supposed to be that people's person? You know?
Yeah.
Not just educated, you know? Because a government is to lead a people. You know? So don't play you want to lead sheep if you're not. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't want to be a shepherd, why you have sheep?
Yeah.
You have to bring them in at a certain time. You have to tie them out at a certain time.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you don't have a love for them, you're going to leave them there. They die, they go astray. So it's the same thing in our society, brother. Leadership is very important. And we have to set things by example. You understand? And some example might come in funny shape and form. You see? But our young people also have to have the mindset to actually read those examples.
Yes. Yes.
You see? When I passed a vagrant one time, this guy, well, what we will call a rumbo. I go down the road. Them time we get in what is it? Is travelers check or money order? Is a money order, right? That
Yeah.
does freeze your account. I think it's a money order that freeze your account. But I get pay so a while back, long ago, years ago. And the thing freeze my account. So I couldn't get no money on the week and it was weekend, right? So I go down the road now and I had maybe like I think it maybe like a $30. I buy 2 drinks from a virgin. I don't even drink it, but I buy a drink for them. I buy a water and I don't have no more money. I had $2 in my pocket, right, Junior? So this guy come and ask me, say, Killa, but give me something now, buy. I say, well, I don't have nothing. I say, right now I'm broke, boy. I want money for myself right now. You understand? I say, anyways, hold that. I have $2 in my pocket. I do so. And I giving him the dollar. I said, nah. He said, that you have? He started laughing at me. He said, Killa, you're broke. He said, Killa, you're broke. You understand? My partner, you know? And he dip in his pocket. And while I'm talking to my other virgin, he do so and put $2 in my hand. So I open my hand, see to it. I say, come on, man, hold the $2 now. He said, no, I don't want it, man. He said, you know what I mean? Hold that. Judge, that teach me a lesson and made me realize, because of my heart, somebody who do not even have was willing to give to me.
Yeah.
I took those $2 and I say, you know what? I cannot spend this wrong. I take the $2 and I went home and I put it on my shelf as an example. You see? And because he give me that $2, anytime I see him and he asks me for anything, he gets in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? Because he's never.
You see what you're talking about, Killa? What we're talking about here, I don't think politicians get that memo. Let's put it like that. I don't think politicians grew up, or not even grew up. People that are politicians is because they possibly they knew the leader of the political party. They went to school together. That is your homeboy, and he up there and he say, you know what, I go bring you in. The person don't love nobody. They never even had they never do nothing for nobody. They don't care about people like that. But
You have a lot of people. You have a lot of people who are very intelligent, and they would see politics as a way out of the daily struggles.
Yes, of course.
So when they get in there, it is not for them to really see about you and the community, but it's just see about themselves.
Yeah.
You see? And they will come out and they'll give all the nice talk and the sweet talk, and then really and truly all you have to do is pay attention. But our attention span is very short as a people. You understand? We get licks today, 9 days down the road we forget. You see? And then they come and they do it all over again. And Papi show you all over again. And one time of the year, but we have been trained in that manner. You see? But what happened recently is that start fading. It start fading, it going out of style because people not so dumb no more. You understand? That start fading. We need to start understanding value of self. And if you understand the value of yourself, you would not let somebody treat you a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do me that. You is government, and if you is government, you have a role to play. And that role that you have to play in the community is not for you. You understand? It is not for you. That role is for the country.
Yeah.
You see,
you have to say that again. It is not for them.
It is not for you.
Exactly.
Your role, really and truly, your role is to make sure that the house, you understand, the home, the pasture is taken care of.
Yes.
You understand? When I say the pastor, is in terms and words and cosmology. It's the people, your community, because you are now a leader. So the general, when he going into war, he don't fighting for himself. He's the general of the army.
Mm-hmm.
His job is to win the battle. For who? For him.
Yeah.
You see, when a soldier go to war, you feel that soldier going and fight for him. He fights for what he believes in, which is the purpose of the country, which is the idea and the ideology of the country.
Yes.
You see? So at the end of the day, we have to understand by now that the ministers, the prime minister, the minister, and those people has a job.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, we changed election just go the other day, not too long ago. And how much months election go? That was in June.
Yeah, that was in June.
So that's just the other day, less than 6 months. So that will be what, 4 months and a half, 5 months?
Yeah.
And
about 4 months or so.
yeah, and people calling me early about a month after the election.
Mm-hmm.
So what going on, Killa? Why you find the doing and whatever it is? Yo, the people who just went into power do not have an easy job, because they now have to make sure that what was before gets straightened.
Mm-hmm.
What was before was doing the right.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And what was before, whatever they spoil, they have to fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? That is not an easy task.
And Killa, and let me also make that note here. The devastating thing about our kind of political environment is that there are no transitional move over. You know, like in the US, after the president is elected, they have that 4-month period where there's some kind of transition. You get to follow up on
Nothing so.
things. Nothing
Nothing
so.
so.
Yo, most
Nothing
times,
so. You get
nothing.
you get chucked into it. It's
Yeah.
like when you're born. It's like you're born in Guav. They bring you on the jetty and they push you off. They tell you swim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that
You
is bad.
understand? So
That is bad, 'cause that's a setback. That's setting us back. Because a lot of times the previous administration want to hide things. They don't want you to find out certain things that happen. They want to hide things. They don't want to. So you have to go searching. So the first couple of months you find in what the hell is going on. You try to rearrange, or realign, recenter what the whole situation, because you don't even know your damn self what's happening.
it's a whole new recalibration. It's a
Yes.
whole new recalibration. You know. So with that, you have to then give them time.
Yes.
And for the conversations that is happening, I realize that the previous administrations might have had things that is not in place. So the present administration now have to, you know what I mean, go in and find all of those things and fix all of those things and whatever it is happening. Now this is government again.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And this is a new government. So the government also need the help of the people,
Yeah.
needs the patience of the people,
Mm-hmm.
and need the people who has the skill sets, knowledge, and power in the right fields
Mm-hmm.
to be a part of this journey.
Yes.
Because you have to realize that we are the government, really and truly.
Exactly.
The people is the power. So we have to help and help navigate. But there is one important factor that shifts that ability all the time, which is the willingness
Mm-hmm.
from the government to listen to the cries of the people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You see? And that factor shifts
Yeah.
the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
You see? Because if you don't understand sometimes what could really fix, and a powerful people, remember, govern mean to take charge.
Mm-hmm.
Ment mean mental.
Mm-hmm.
So government mean to take charge of the minds of the people.
Clothes and shirt. Where the bomb drop? Where the bomb drop? Where the bomb drop? Where the bomb drop?
Yeah. So that is why government the strategists and the people who would actually build strategy for government would build not just the basic physical strategy, but would build psychological strategy. Government functions from a psychological place.
Yeah.
You understand? They have a job to train the people's mind. And a lot of them are afraid to train the people's mind in freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You see? They frame the mind in a certain level of imprisonment,
Yes.
societal imprisonment. And that is where the dependency comes from.
Yeah.
But if we as a people would sit down and remember the time of the revolution and the mindset that we have and how fast we were growing, we will then come back to realize it's only together we will stand, and divided we will
You
always
fall.
fall.
Don't say nothing again. Hold on right there. About call on the line, been waiting for about 3 minutes. Caller, you live? Caller, you live? Where you calling us from?
Good afternoon, Junior.
Hey, good afternoon, caller. Where you calling us from?
I'm on I-95 calling from Connecticut.
I-95. You keep your eye on the road. We don't want no accident. All right.
No, we good. We good. I'm enjoying the conversation, but what I have to say, government supposed to be for the people, but government is more loyal to corporations and more loyal to themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, the people elect the government, but it's the corporation that runs the government. And implement the government is there just to implement stuff that the big bosses want to implement so they could make more money and put more money in their pockets. You see, now and then you may find someone that comes along and do good by the people. And that was a long time ago, like Killa reference, revolution, when we came together and how fast we were growing.
Yes.
But that's a threat to corporations. Once the people get educated and start producing for themselves, is a threat to big corporations. So nobody wants that. That's why they put in the puppets to mind control or to mind, I can use the word, the people.
Yeah. Or if you're saying mine, I have to put a bleep. I have to put a bleep next to it. Mine. Where the bleep?
Yeah. That's what they do. They want the people. They want the people to be dependent on them, not to be independent of them.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying.
I got you. Fucking beep. Caller, I get exactly what you're saying. And that is true. And that is what we are talking about.
Yes, government want the people to be dependent on them, but not to be independent of them.
A strong government, a strong government, and a government that you should support is a government that want to elevate the people, that want the people to rise, not want to keep the people in poverty. You could look at them, because if I had to depend on you for $5 every day, tomorrow when I come back to you, you go say, nah, I ain't giving it to you. I have to beg you. Then you go say, in order for I to get a $5, I want you to go and walk on water, drink salt water, take stone and make sugar.
Yeah, but it takes a strong member in that government to do so. Because you have to remember, the corporation is on their back. They're the one that finance them. So it takes somebody real strong in government to make sure that the people are okay.
Yeah. Damn right.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Keep watching and be safe on the road. Killa.
Blessed love and thank you, caller. And it is so. And it is so. As we say all the time, No, a lot of the times when we look at the people that lead, it's not them that is in front. If you understand what that statement would mean. Sometimes we see who lead, but it's not them in front. But where we at this moment, we have a new government in place, and now we have to wait and see. It's young minds, younger people, and I think, you know, at this point in time, where truth does not hide anymore, and we understand how precious our little country is, and what we have to offer is not yet even offered, then I think we should give the government now a chance and see where we go. Because this is not about fighting no more. And even the former administration, I don't have no problem with any individual, whether it's prime minister or whatever it is. And we need, as a people, to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
When I play a football game and I see you coming to me and I do so, and I give you the beat and I blast your keeper, it's not because I don't like your keeper. It's because we have a game to win. You
True.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because we have a game to win. You check? If you're there on me and I think and I give you a little tug, you might feel away, but we on the field and I have a goal to score. We have a game to win. And this is what it is. Grenada, we have our space to earn. We have our titles to win.
Hold on, Killa. 1 second. Hold on. I hear to say that they're hearing a song effect. I'm not cheating.
Now you're good again. You better know. You better know. Something you press a while.
Something I press. I press something on here. I got all carried away.
You press the effects.
I get all carried away. I press all kind of button I'm supposed to press.
Yeah. You press the effects and there was a robotic effect on your voice.
Okay, all right. So that's all you make.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, you know, we have titles to win. We have things to achieve. And to achieve those things, we have to get together quickly. Now, Junior, let me explain this. And I want the callers to pay attention. Now, in the pandemic, when the pandemic started, a lot of people get vexed with me. Even people from corporations and stuff like that. Oh, Killa, is you are making them people don't do this or don't take vaccine or don't do this or whatever it is. Oh, you're anti this or you're anti that. And the only thing I was anti is stupidity. I was anti-stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? And you cannot vex with somebody else for their choices simply because we don't even respect people no more.
Right.
You see? What we respect now is, as the caller says, what the corporations want or what they say, because they think that we're supposed to function as sheeps. You see? So a lot of things now that I fought in the pandemic, now people are be calling me, but Killa, you know, easy, you know. Yeah, boy, when you say something, because all of the things that I say from in the beginning, Junior, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. All the things I was fighting in the beginning comes now to be the truth, and some of it's still just coming out. Now, how did I know? How did I know? Common sense make before book. And then when you are connected to higher source, you download from ether and not just books. You see, the greatest university is the universe. And the Father never lie. So if we pay attention to a couple key things in life, we could navigate properly. That also helped bring my success. How do we navigate? Is mind applications. You see? So if we have people who understand those basic fundamentals of life and navigation, we will end up in a very good place. It might be fights with certain people who wants their way. But even, and I'm saying it plain, even the big corporations, you have to learn how to manipulate that rays that is coming towards you. You understand what I'm saying? You can't stop the sun from shining, but you could go inside. You can't stop the sun from shining, but you could stand in the shade.
Yes.
You can't stop the sun from shining, but you can carry an umbrella. So nobody not asking you to cut your ties. But there could be an application that is smart enough, that you are intelligent enough.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That when they give you a sandwich and you take the 5th bite, that you make sure that the 6th and the 7th bite is from your people who hiding under the table.
Yeah. Killer,
You
here's my
understand?
concern. Here's my major concern I have. Major concern. You know, they say to pack a serious, severe punch, you have to close your fist real tight. If you have one finger that don't want to punch, or not a part of the punch, you can't punch nothing. You might make a little slap, but you ain't punching nothing, you don't breaking nothing.
Very true.
Where we are right now, we have about 2 fingers out of the punch, and these 2 fingers don't want to punch at all, and these 3 fingers inside, and we're not coming together. We cannot make no impact. And that is because of the election. And social media have a lot to play with it too, because people don't forget. Anytime they want to recollect, they go back and they watch and they get mad all over again.
Junior, I will tell you this. Now, I will tell you this. Let's forget just the social media.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be realistic. There is just types of people, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some people that has a lot of book sense, and they give them all the book sense and the universities in the world. But really and truly, when come to society and to mankind, they are beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Love is the answer. Because if you have a real heart filled with love, brother,
mm-hmm.
there are some things that will get put aside for the betterment of your country.
Mm-hmm.
If I and you is enemies today, and you living next to me, and that happening go off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you living next to me and we bitter enemies, but my country is being invaded,
Mm-hmm.
you will then quickly become the soldier that I have to rub shoulders with.
Right.
We will have to fight together and to defend that. But you see, a lot of the times you realize that those people in position, they are not intelligent outside of the book sense that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So they do not see the things in society that harms us as a people.
Mm-hmm.
They do not know that they are so separated that the next person that is close to them is the enemy, without they even understanding that they are that they are enemies with their own people and themselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Junior, what is coming for us? It is not done as yet. What happened in 2020 is about to be reapplied in different ways. And then people go come and say, oh, my killer, da, da, da. Oh, I remember you say this, da, da, da. But listen to me. You could literally follow that trend. And that's why you asked me, how come you doesn't know what happening? So because, Junior, I don't watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch cartoon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only what I do, I educate myself. So any spare time I have, and I go on this computer, it's either I'm working or educating myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch TV. I don't play games.
Right.
You see? So I have to understand where I'm living as a human being. And the amount of things that is happening on this planet, brother, if you are not connected, there is no way. You will just be a sheep. You understand?
Yeah.
You're going to be a sheep, and it doesn't matter what they say. As I say in the beginning of this whole thing in the pandemic, I turned and I said, just wait, and you guys would see, because it will actually show itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the application that they had was weak. The application that they had was also a very thirsty application. And when you apply in this thirsty way, a lot of things just go wrong. So I am watching at these people that claim to be the biggest intelligent, and if they give me the world to lock down, I feel I could lock it down better than them. Just put me in charge, Junior, and then you will understand the mind application and the power of the little black man. You understand? Because in the first place, it's we that created everything, but we don't have that faith in ourselves no more. Every invention come from me and your ancestors, brother. You understand what I'm saying? You see, so what did us do? What did us do is underestimate. What did us do, Junior, is always underestimate the mind of the young black man and the young black woman. Underestimate, when that is where creation really lies.
Yes.
You see? Because almost every invention, you go back from the knife, the fork, the spoon, was invented by my ancestors. You check? So what does make this different now? It doesn't make anything different. The other day I went to Dubai. I sat down in Dubai. Some very powerful, very, very powerful people. And I had a conversation. In the conversation, one of the very powerful men said, he said, your mind is not regular. He said, your mind is what people like me pay for. I sat down in a meeting with a multi-billionaire, a Jew, that is creating a new platform, right? Out in Manhattan, because, you know, I about to create like my own flight agency online and all of those things. I like technology and that world also, right? So I quietly working. So I will go and have meetings. I will make phone calls. I call people in Pandora already for information for my distribution thing. And the guy said, you know what? Because you're so brave, I'm going to give you the information. He said, I don't understand. You understand? But I'm saying, when I in that conversation, the guy said to me again, he said, you think I create? And I sat on the table. And I said to myself, we do not understand the power that we have as a people.
Yeah.
There is some young black woman, some young black boy, there is some young man, and I'm not putting down the white, but I have to speak to my race of people. And I don't even want to call them race, but I'm talking about the people that looks like me.
Right.
There is one of them out there, a lot of them, a matter of fact, that has the ideas, that has the capability, that has the ability to shift this country and to shift our society. But those that in charge don't have no faith in them. You see? And some of them that in charge, they know that, but they would not give them the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because if it is done right, you know what happens when it's done right, brother? They don't get to collect what they suppose, what they want to collect. They don't get to steal what they want to steal. They don't get to take what they want to take. You understand? So it has to be crooked. You see? But it's time, as I say, George, it's time for us to come out of that. Remember, as an entertainer, I know, people keep asking me, Killa, are you run for prime minister? No. As an entertainer, I have the mind.
Yes.
You understand? But there is not me alone. There is many of us. You see? So the people who has the mind, and not just the mind, but the heart. You see? The heart.
Yes.
In the right place and the right position. And as I say, we just change government and we have to then give them a chance. You understand? Because if the government real functioning, George, we'd have to be here fighting up with that. We could just be talking about our achievements and how we can actually better education and the great things that is happening and how Grenada is standing on the world stage and all of those things, you know what I mean? And seeing how we could actually support our administration and, you know what I mean, just pull what we could pull and tag what we could tug along. I don't have to be here and I could be whining somewhere real hard. I could be whining somewhere. You understand? Playing a mass, suffering a crowd, stand up somewhere doing something. You check what I'm saying? But it is very important for us to remember a nation without leaders who are led by the Almighty Father and by the common love will always lead us astray.
Yeah. Killa, I tell you,
You understand?
When you see you come on the program here, I have to tell people that we could talk for hours and hours and hours and we could have this conversation for hours. That's why I love having you on, because you're so brilliant with your information, and people love listening to you. So brilliant. I just got a time check from my producer there, and I know we have to talk about what you are doing. You are doing such remarkable things, especially with the
Yes,
toy drive and stuff like that.
yes.
We have 10 minutes left on the program. Let's talk
All
about
right.
your
So
initiatives.
so this Christmas, it's it's a little tough timing, but I feel once we're together, we can make anything happen. So I'm asking everybody out there to please come on board and join me with this initiative. I am asking to make the children of Grenada extra happy this year. We have a foundation, which is the HMF Foundation. Whatever you can contribute to this great initiative, we want to do a toy drive,
Mhm.
right? And we want to do a toy drive in the middle of December. We're working out all the dates and stuff, but all the toys need to leave the United States maybe by the 13th, 12th, 13th or so. Or 15th for the latest. So we actually going to be shipping. If you're in the US, you could actually ship it to whiskey shipping. So you have the address and stuff like that there. George, you could actually post it out for me after. I'm
Yeah.
going to post on my Instagram. You can check my Instagram stories. When I finish, I'm going to post all the flyers that is necessary. Um, the numbers and stuff like that. You can also call and you could join. We're going to do a big WhatsApp group with everybody that is joined. I want to big up Zaz, from Zaz out of Canada, Zaz restaurant, and his team is amazing. They call and Zaz is on board. So this is one of my partners already. We want to give people that stage also, and not just a toy drive. But if we're doing a toy drive and we create an event like that, it is an opportunity for people who have other foundations who might be focusing on education, um, entrepreneurship, um, who want to do better parenting, guidance and stuff like that. People who have those organization, we asking you to come on board so we could bring people out, create these events and stuff like that. And somebody could be educated while we put a smile on the faces of children. That is what I want to do. I don't have. I mean, I could take some money and buy some toys and give to some kids, but I want to do more than that. Can we form some sort of community with my organization? And I'm willing to team up with other organizations, whoever want to come on board. This is not about me. This is about we building a community to share, to put a smile on the children's face. What happened the other day though? If I post and you check the website and it's not up yet, it's going to be up in about 4 to 5 days. Because we just did a whole rebranding and stuff like that. So everything is loading back up right now and stuff like that. But in the meantime, if you could donate a toy, two toy, five. If you could, how much toys you could actually buy, or it could be something. It could be school books. It could be school bags, whatever educational things they can actually contribute to a child. That is what I want to do, and I'm asking the public to literally help me with this one. During the pandemic, I jump out there, me and Miss Valda, we shell down the place, no food and thing, 286 family, and it wasn't me alone. It was me together with my team. The young people who actually came on board. There were some people when I sent out the messages, I formed a group, a WhatsApp group, the HMF Foundation group on WhatsApp, and people will share information with people that they know that is suffering, that does not have food and stuff like that. And this is how I managed to do this. So we have to remember, as the old people say, it takes a community to grow a child. And I'm just trying to go back there. How can we build a community? My friends, whoever, want to come on board. This is not about me. And you don't have to send any money, because this is not about us collecting money. If you want to do so and you don't have the time to buy the toys, that is fine. We will go ahead and buy the toys. But you could buy the toys yourself. Whiskey shipping, New York City. We are going to get people on the ground to help us pack the toys and stuff like that by the 12th or 13th or
Right.
so. That's what we want to do. That's what the idea is. If there is anybody out there that can help, if there's anybody out there that has the power to find toys, help us find more toys, find the people who is interested. If there's anybody on the ground in Grenada who have other foundations who want to come on board, reach out to us, and it will be an extreme pleasure. You understand what I'm
Well,
saying? It will be an extreme
Killa,
pleasure.
we love initiatives like these, especially when it have to do with children. So right along endorsed that I'm watching the chat and everyone is advocating for it, loving it, sharing it, and wants to be a part. So we're gonna put all the information. I already see some folks sharing the information in the chat. We're going to put it on the description of this program so people, folks far and wide could get more information. But Killa, we salute you and everything that you're doing, my brother. And in any way we could be of assistance financially and otherwise, we are here and we would love to partner to make this a massive reality.
Johnny, I want to say this, and something that I remember, and he said, only in giving you would really receive. You see, and he said, "Blessed is the hands that give it, even more than the hands that receive."
That's right.
And sometimes people watch your blessings and they wonder why, but it's because of your heart. The universe sees and reads that. There is a lot of people, Junior, that comes out and they talk. You understand? Oh, and they claim to be good, and you cannot see one's place that they place their foot or hands to really help somebody else.
True.
And we have too much people in our community and that is out there that could help. And I'm not saying that you're entitled to, but find it in your heart somewhere. You understand? So you don't have to be even on this, but you could find a child and make them happy.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's do this not just for ourselves, but for our community. Let's teach other communities. Let's teach other countries to follow this good initiative. Let's teach them how to live together as one. You know what I mean? And that is what this is about. So I ask everybody, let me just give the number in case somebody listening.
Yeah, go ahead, put it up on the website as well.
Yeah, 1473 425 1098. Right? So 1473 425 1098. All right. So that phone number, you can actually add that number to your WhatsApp. We're going to create a WhatsApp group, right? With everybody that wants to come on. If you don't wish to be in the WhatsApp group, that's fine. If you want to just help individually, or you want to, even if you need to talk to me, connect with me personally, I am willing, out of my busy schedule and time, I will literally speak to you. And I'm trying my best to make time to speak to everybody if I have to. That is how much I want this to happen. You know what I mean? I can literally see it in my mind. Big truck on the road, toys, people driving, coming out, making children happy, having conversations. We could create an event also. I have people that is willing to actually do the song system. We have Dodgy Duck, True Blue, they already reached out to us and said that they will sponsor the bouncing castles. Now there is some companies, Junior, who literally say that they don't do charity.
Right.
I was surprised. I that they didn't say it to me, but the office here, I had young people, getting involved in this initiative and stuff like that. And there were some big companies that we support really hard. And you telling me not even one toy.
They don't do charity.
They're willing. They just say that they don't do charity.
Why would they do the business?
Don't worry. One of them days, when I'm not in the, you understand, in this mood, when the next mood kick in, Junior, I will sit down and ask these companies by name, one by one, what they mean. After our people supports you, you understand? And you also use a lot of strategies to take from our community so much, and you're telling me that you cannot sponsor a child,
Yeah. It's
a
sad.
toy?
Sad. That
Anyways,
is a whole other expose right along that we have
yeah.
to do.
Anyways, we'll deal with that after, and that is why we are. That is why we like that in this community. So I ask the people. This is an initiative to find the people who care. You understand? HMF Foundation helping mold a future. It starts from F, which is foundation, to get our middle, and
Yes.
then H to our highest,
Yes.
and that is how we would help mold the future. You
Absolutely.
understand? So that is the initiative. I am waiting patiently. I am excited to see all the people who would reach out, come on board. There is also some people. Big up Katian. I want to big up Francine, Miss Francine Stewart. Francine called me the first day. She said, "Killer, I love this. How can I help? My hands are here. I am ready." Miss Katian, Kati in New York, she reached out. Also, she already buy toys. You know what I mean? She said she's sending a video tomorrow to show that she already bought her toys, and she waiting for that day to go to Whiskey Shipping to help pack those toys and stuff like that and let it come to Grenada. And I want people to actually send me a little video. You understand? Let's do this as a community so we could show people, Grenada, that we could do this together with one. And this is not no NDC and NNP and all that, because as a Grenadian, it is about ice, green, and gold. So put all your pride aside and all the differences aside, and let's make the children happy. It's a community to grow a child, and everybody is welcome on board. Past administration, present administration, the Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell, the Honorable Dr. Deacon Mitchell, everybody who is honorable. Yeah, I want us to come out. Yeah, the honorables. I want us to come together and let us see how we can make this a day of joy and excitement for the kids in
We're on
Grenada.
board.
That's
We're
what.
on board.
That's my dream.
We're on board, Killer. Don't worry about it. And I'm sure the folks on the ride along would love to assist as well. The Killer, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Appreciate your time chatting with us. And we'll keep in touch, my brother. We're just a phone call away. And Killer, you spoke about Dubai. So we have a trip that we're taking to Dubai. I had to call your peoples and let's make it happen. Because unofficially, I'm telling you right now, we're heading to Dubai and you're heading along with us. Unofficially, I'm telling you this. We're going to Dubai October 2023. We're heading to Dubai. And listen, Killer, you better book that time right now because I'm telling you, we're going to Dubai with us.
Dubai going to be fun, but I'm going to take you to the world tallest building and the most expensive club.
hey, 2023, guys, we're heading to Dubai. It's right along with us to Dubai. Killer, I don't even know that yet, and I'm telling him it. Dubai 2023, October. It'll be a blast. Get on our VIP mailing list, guys. Check the description here and get more information. Killer, we'll keep in touch, my brother.
All right, and guys, make sure check out my Instagram, which is Mr.Killa, MRKILLA on Instagram. I'm going to be posting the flyer and stuff like that for the drive, the toy drive. Please come on board. Call the number, WhatsApp the number, call me, message me, whatever it is, and let's do this. Love and blessings. Grenada is up and not down. Forward ever, backward never. I give love and blessings and guidance to the present administration, the former administration, that we all could come together as one and really take this country forward. I'm doing all that I can. We just had some history again. Nominated in the Grammy Awards, the Afrobeat Grammy Awards, which is taking place on the 19th of November, which is really close, right around the corner. I'm not just nominated, but also performing there, representing Grenada. I just said history again, and we flying the flag, and we don't stop here. Blessed love to everybody, the fans and family. Mommy, I love you. FFF gang, freedom fighters forever. Big up all Grenadian artists. Continue on your journey, and every youth man out there, stay away from crime, stay away from drugs. Honor your mother and your father, and don't forget to love. And God is the boss. Yeah, success is right around the corner. Whoever feeling to stop right now is only one more push to go. Never stop.
Yo, let me tell you guys, listen. Yeah, we love Mr. Killa, man. Mr. Killa, big up yourself all the time. Always with some positive vibe, positive energy every time on the ride, guys. Now, guys, seriously, we're heading to Dubai. Ride along with us to Dubai, and that's in October 2023. We're giving you guys ample notice, ample time, right? If you want to get on our VIP mailing list. Now, initially we said we're only going to do 50 people, but we put that thing up in 20 minutes. We had over 50 people, so we had to extend it. We just called our travel reservation specialist, and she's saying, okay, we're going to give you 100. So we have a group of 100 people heading to Dubai. It would be one of the best, most fun experience you will ever have. Thinking about it, listen, we're going to have games, we're going to have pool parties in Dubai, we're going to have bingo in Dubai. You know, we're taking the whole excitement and bringing it where? In Dubai. And we ain't officially confirmed it with Killa yet, but Killa is on the short list. Killa is going to be there with us. Hopefully everything is clear. Hopefully schedule clear. Killa with us in Dubai. Thank you guys so much again for watching and being a part of our program. We also want to reach out to folks who you have a business and you want to advertise right here on the ride. Inbox us and get all the information to advertise. It's very simple. And we are one of the, well, let me stop saying one of, the top show on social media right now, bringing you entertainment news and a whole lot more. You could always find it right here on Ride Along Live. Thank you. Send your business viral. Contact our sales and marketing department and start advertising right here on Ride Along Live. What else? Job in Dubai. Yeah, job in Dubai. Let's take a quick commercial break, guys, and we'll be right back. Don't move.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and syrups, world famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and guabande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
Stop. Listen, don't move. I got some important information for you. Ride Along Live is moving to TikTok. And we want to take you along with us.
I'm beginning to have some serious second thoughts about this.
No, I'm not going to be dancing or nothing like that. You won't see that. But it's going to be excitement. It's going to be fun. And we're on TikTok.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
So click the link at the bottom and follow us on TikTok. It will be a TikToking experience. Follow us on TikTok and let's expand the platform together. Again, guys, if you're on TikTok, we want you to follow us on TikTok, guys. Go over there and just search for Ride Along Live on TikTok. A lot of entertainment, fun, a lot of things happen over there on TikTok as well. I know there are a lot of people who watch Ride Along Live. They're on Facebook. They're also on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. Search for Ride Along Live on TikTok. All right? Okay. On behalf of all of our production team here, our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, she is the hardest working one in the building. Yeah, she gets me sweating all the time. She has so much stuff, man. I got so much work to do, like the video. I'm doing 3 videos after the program here today because my producer said that's what I have to do. And I follow instructions, guys. So I have the video about the response statement. It will be done in a video vlog format right after I'm finished here. Look for that video. I have all the information and what we learned from the information from Faith. That's going to be done in a short video. We're also going to do the information from the NNP. They also released a statement. That's also going to be done in a video and a couple other things that we have to take care of tonight. So it's a long night, guys. The show is done for you guys, but work just started for me. Yeah, I just started working. Just got into the office, guys. Also, I got to tell you guys this. If you want to support Right Along, guys, let me show you this. We need the support. You know we need the support, right? You know, you could support us. So we have this app called the Ride By app, right? The Ride By app is the Ride Along app where you go to get all our merchandise, products, and more. So remember when you bought your tickets and you bought your tickets at the Ride By app, you went in and you purchased your tickets. Now, the Ride By app is much more than just tickets, guys. Of course, you get your bingo ticket. There's our next bingo game coming up. I'll tell you guys this week when is the next bingo game. But, okay, you get your ticket for your bingo game or event, whatever, Ride Along Turn 6. You can get those tickets there. But here what we have, guys. Merchandise. Introducing merchandise. merchandise. All right, merchandise available there. So you could go and get that right now. You could get a Ride Along t-shirt. You see the t-shirt right there? You get a Ride Along live t-shirt. What happening there? What happening there? Okay, something wrong there. But anyway, guys, my internet is my internet. Don't blame it on nothing else. Oh, Lord, I'll go into on my phone. Let me switch that before I see things I ain't supposed to see on my phone. Next thing I switch and I swing right and I'll see all kind of thing I'm not supposed to see. But anyway, you go into the Ride By app and you purchase our t-shirts and support Ride Along Live. Or you could become a supporter. I know you guys have a lot of other things to watch. Kim Jones is on shortly. You guys want to watch that. So let me shut my mouth, get out of here, and give you guys opportunity. One of our producers said she got to go watch Kim Jones because Kim is Kemin. So bye-bye, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Good night.